a name tweet. It's called time watching. And this is a concept, me framing something, me naming something, labeling something that we all understand. But this kind of just brings it into starker contrast, kind of really allows us to look, to disambiguate, to separate and isolate what this is versus what everything else is. And this is called time watching. And I've called this time watch. You might have heard that term in some of my past videos. It's a good tweet, so we're going to go through that right now. Time watching. When media is free and or ubiquitous, time becomes the currency. Time watch is the time we spend with media. It is measured by the number of minutes we've spent watching or interacting on the internet and elsewhere. It does not include the time we spend in the flesh. So what time watch is really quite literally as described. It's essentially eyeball time on your screens, and that includes TV, phone, everything else. Anything, any kind of interaction, communication you're having, not in the flesh, but you're going to the store and talking to somebody, that's not time watch. Talking to your spouse, your lover, your friends, your brother, your sister, anybody in person, that's not time watch. Time watch, my term, my arbitrary term, is eyeball time with a digital screen. And the fact is that we spend so much of our time. I have a tweet and a video, Dopamine Rush 2. Check it out on YouTube. Talking about that a little bit, about how much dopamine we get from these little micro interactions we have. It's something you've actually seen in video games as well. Somebody was talking about how simulation theory is so popular because game design has been factored in to the way that everything else works in the world now. Algorithms control this, and focus groups, and like hyper analytics that just keep on going and comparing and telling you exactly which search terms are most effective and what things sell the best here or there. There's all this kind of stuff built in, this programming built in to our world now, our reality. So time watching just sort of tries to remind us that, yeah, you're spending, even if you're not spending that much time with on like a website or watching videos or reading on your Kindle or anything else like that, we are spending, I don't even want to go into the numbers, it's so crazy. We are spending, some of us, hours and hours, 10 hours a day in some form looking at either a computer screen, because a lot of us now work on computers at our office jobs and everywhere else. We're at the store as a cashier, or whoever we are, we're always looking at computers, a lot of us. So I think that we should be cognizant of just how much time we are spending, and time watching tries to tabulate that using this idea. How much track your screen time, track your eyeball time on any of the websites, any of the places. So let me go through it again, because there's another angle to this as well. When media is free and or ubiquitous, time becomes the currency. So again, this is coming from a privileged place, I would say, because yes, in America, we're at the point where even homeless people have iPhones, like not the best one. They'll have an iPhone 5 or a 5C or something from 5 years ago, whatever they can get their hands on. But we're coming to this age where there's so much technology that people that never had a chance before now do have a gateway into the digital world. Digital commerce, becoming an online entrepreneur. It's hard. You'll see lots of courses talking about it. But people have more access than ever before to these services. But there's another piece of it, because media becomes free and pretty much ubiquitous, time becomes the currency. So yeah, you might not have to pay to watch, say, a YouTube video or listen to a Spotify stream. You don't have to pay. You just pay maybe a subscription service overall. If you're not going with ad-based, no subscription, you'll have a subscription service. Oh, $10 a month, $20 a month, $119.95 a year, first year. You'll see that. There's that one charge, but you're not paying like per, unless you're dealing with, again, a subscription service like Locals. Locals, you actually, you pay, you get access to the community. You'll have people that do pay-per-view. I'm not going to talk about necessarily all the industries that do the pay-per-view stuff. Some of them are less pure than others. But essentially, time is what you're dealing with. Time is money. Time is the currency, as I stated at the beginning of every tweet video. So we have a lot of time to burn in between all the other stuff we're doing, and we do it with media. Time watch is the time we spend with media. And by media, I don't mean the media. If you're talking politics only and the American mainstream media, like I'm not talking about just, Fox or MSNBC or whatever, I'm not talking about Democracy Now! I'm talking about media. All media. All information that comes in through these devices, these screens. Eyeball time on the screen. Time watch being spent. It's being spent. It's measured by the number of minutes we've spent watching or interacting on the internet or elsewhere. So yeah, if you're sitting in a chair, viewing a screen, watching the television, oh, it's Maury Povich. Maury Povich. That's time watch. Anytime with media, anything like that. Not anytime we're not just taking in other people in person. We're not going outside and observing nature, enjoying the fresh breeze. That's time watch. And then we might actually spend little bits of time watch on our phones. We'll pick up our phone. I didn't have a phone. It was a phantom phone, but this is the real one. And, you'll just be like, oh, I'm walking along, minding my own business. I'm not spending any time watch. I'm kind of just enjoying myself. Just, hey, look, a bird. Oh, spend some time watch right here. Open the door, unlock the key. Wow. Huh? Were you saying something? I didn't hear you. I was looking at my phone. See? This is all I look at all day. You can't see anything. So, this is just something to help remind us, frankly, remind us of how much time we're spending in front of a screen. I'm doing it right now, and I barely even noticed. So, certainly something to think about. Time watch, the time we spend with media, the time we spend with our screens, and that includes in the company of others. All right.